let me tell you something. I have to tell you this because apparently some people don't know this, okay? And listen, if you would have asked me when I was in high school, I for sure would have been on the opposite side of this. But now, being old and having life experience and being married to the love of my life, having kissed a few frogs along the way, I'm going to tell you this little piece of relationship advice. Are you ready? Get out those notepads. You can quote me on this because I'm going to tell you the honest truth. Are you ready? Especially when we're talking about young teenagers, young people. Gosh, me, my early 20s. Okay, let's be realistic. Like, probably me till I was like 25. Okay? Anyways, here it is. This is the honest truth, especially kind of the younger we start talking. But here it is. Okay? Boys and girls cannot be friends. They can't. Unless one of those parties is gay and they, in no way, shape, or form, are going to be romantically interested in the other person, they can't be friends. You can quote me on that because I'm going to tell you the honest truth. One of those two people are interested in the other one romantically. Just right now is not the right time. Maybe one of the two of them is in a relationship. Maybe both of them are in a relationship, right? And we can use that excuse until the cows come home. Okay? But deep down, one of those two people is interested in the other one. And here's the other thing, is that no matter what, okay, both of those people are getting something out of that they want, okay, out of that relationship, this friendship that isn't really a friendship, but really it's just like an investment piece, okay? Because here's the thing. Let's imagine the girl has a boyfriend, okay? And the boy, right, is sitting there. He's the friend, he's, taking the girl out, buying the girl gifts, whatever. He's always there on the phone. That boy is interested in that girl. He is making an investment. So that way then when that girl goes, oh my God, my boyfriend's such a jerk. He went out and did Saturday night with the boys. That way then that guy friend, he can jump on in there and be like, oh girl, I would never do that. Okay, first of all. Second of all, he's doing that because he wants you to be like, oh yeah, I could do better, and he's waiting for that moment when the two of you are going to break up and then he can slide on in there. Okay? Now, right? I mean, the same thing happens with girls, right? Like, oh, really? She, I don't know, doesn't go to your beck and call, or like, oh, really? She I don't know, does that thing. Oh no. Okay, I'm perfect, right? So nobody ever complained about me. Which is a total lie. But that's the thing, right? Girls are also not friends with boys without any fancy that there might be anything romantic there at some point, or they're getting something out of it, right? So maybe, right, the girl is still friends with the boy, maybe she has a boyfriend or whatever. Maybe she's not getting gifts, but maybe she's getting compliments. Maybe there's a little bit of flirting there, and that makes her feel good, okay? There's something, because there is no way that girls and boys, especially young girls and boys, like teenager girls and boys, there's no way that those two are both platonic friends. Not gonna happen. Now, we need to be clear on this, okay? When I talk about friends, I'm not saying, oh, this is the person that I know. Okay? we've been friends. We've known each other since kindergarten. I'm not talking about that person. I'm talking about the person that talks on the phone or texts all the time. I'm talking about the person that goes out for lunch with each other. I'm talking about the person that like everybody thinks is probably dating, but there's like some sort of reason why they're not. Okay. Now, don't get me wrong, right? The girl might never be interested in this boy, or the boy might never be interested in this girl, okay? But they're getting something out of that. Otherwise, they would have shut it down a long time ago. But you can totally quote me on this. Girls and boys cannot be friends. One of the two of those people are interested in the other one. There is no such thing as a completely innocent party in this. So, here is my words of advice. One, if you have one of those boys that's interested in you and you keep stringing them along as a friend, you need to lay down the rule. You have to let them know, right? If you think that there's no hope that is ever going to happen, you need to say it. You need to let them go. You cannot drag them along forever. Secondly, if you're the other person and you're actually interested, shoot your shot. Okay? What's the worst that could happen? Your friendship is over? Okay, fine. But you really wanted the relationship, right? Well, like, I personally would rather, if what I wanted to do was be with that person forever, I want to know, right? I would want to know if I had no hope, right? I would want to be like, hey, I'm really interested in you. Put that out there so that person can either say, you know what, I'm really interested in you too. And maybe the two of you can get together. Maybe nobody knew, right? Nobody was willing to say it, okay? But maybe, worst case scenario, they're like, ew, no, like, I think I need some space. Like, I don't know what vibe I'm giving off, but it's totally not that. Because you need to know that. You need to know that. Okay? So, either break them free, let them know, not gonna happen. But even then, sometimes you say that and the other person's like foolishly thinks that something might happen at some point, so they just like continue to allow themselves to be strung along. Okay? I've been that girl. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, like I know that like he says that like nothing's gonna happen, but like, I don't know, maybe like if I just, dressed a little different or like did my hair different, like that. No. Okay? You both have to be interested in each other. Okay? So, one, if you're dragging somebody along, cut them free. Have the respect. Second of all, if you're the person who's interested, let them know. All right? Because boys and girls cannot be friends.